Hey, how do you feel? I'm kind of curious. Red is an old friend of the show. How do you feel about the O.J. Simpson case? I've been asking everyone this.
He's a poor bastard.
You feel sorry for him?
You bet your ass I do.
Why?
He's one sorry son of a bitch.
You know, a lot of
I feel
people...
damn bad for him.
Well, how so?
Here's a fella, colored fella, who come up from nothing.
Right.
Pulled himself up by his bootstraps.
Yeah.
And we all know how freaking hard that is for the coloreds.
Go on.
You learn how to make it in the white man's world. So he excels in football. And he plays for what? Buffalo.
Yeah.
He makes a name for himself. Gets a lot of TV deals and some movies and some money. And he beats the odds. And now look at him. It's all over. Why?
Why?
Because he married the wrong broad. Cherchez la femme.
No, tell me what. Do you really feel? Because a lot of people
You
feel
think
bad
it's
for
that
OJ.
woman's fault that OJ's in trouble?
If you shut your festering pie hole, I'll tell you. You shut up for a minute and I'll tell you.
All right, go
Let
ahead.
the guy talk.
I'm
She ruined
trying.
his
He
life.
doesn't relate well to women. Let me talk to him.
Oh,
Just,
to
I
hell
told her
with him
to
and
shut
everything,
up
but
and
he
she don't
relates
listen
to it.
either.
Now tell me why you don't like.
He give her everything.
Right.
He took all that money he made, that hard-earned money he gave her.
See,
what?
now a lot of guys feel this way. Go
He
ahead.
gave her a $2 million settlement.
$2 million settlement.
He gave her the Ferrari,
Right.
the hard-working man.
Right.
He didn't have to give her nothing.
Right.
He gave her over that. He tried to make up with her, too. He tried to get with her.
Right.
Get back with her, you know what I mean?
Yes.
He was in the kid was in a play.
Kids were in a play.
Yeah.
That's your
The
damn
night of the murder, the kids were in a play.
In a recital or
And you know what
something.
the rat bitch did? She rejected him. She turned her back on him.
Yeah, that's wrong.
So it drove him crazy?
He's no good. We're talking about the man.
So you're
Everybody's worried about the poor dead people that died.
What about the guy who's
What
alive?
about the man?
Right.
Wait a minute.
This is a man. Shut
I
up.
wanted to ask you a question. Do you
I don't
think
get
this-
into beating women myself. I
Okay,
never
all right.
did. Battered women who I don't know what goes on in them houses. You never know. But you gotta know. You gotta see the man's side. The
I'm
man.
just asking, is it justifiable homicide to
It's
you?
about passion. You jerk off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You see another guy driving your Ferrari that you paid for. O.J. Barton paid for that bitch, and you know no wonder the poor bastard snapped.
Right. Yeah, you
Because
feel,
that
you
would
feel
make
bad.
any
Well, let
guy-
me say something. You feel bad for the woman who died, and you feel bad for the man who died, but you're saying you see
I don't
O.J.
feel
side
bad
of
for
it.
some good-looking son of a bitch waiter that moves in and makes
Nah,
whoopee
come
with,
on, come
with
on.
my
They
woman
got-
that I
no.
bought and paid for.
They never said that the guy made love to the woman.
See,
We
he
don't
might
know
not
nothing.
have had any relationship
No,
with her
you
at
feel
all.
bad. You feel bad for the people who died, but it's just that you say that
Now, What are
O.J.
you putting words in his mouth
Because
for?
I know he
What?
does.
You shut up, both of you. One stubborn-headed broad wrecks everything for that poor darky.
No,
wait a minute.
And
Let
he
me
tried
ask you
so
something.
damn hard. He didn't look at now. He's got less,
Red's a little confused.
he's got
Right?
less
Wait a
than
minute.
zero.
So what should he get?
Less than zero. Cherchez la femme.
So, should he be let go?
Let him go.
Oh, don't be
He can be
ridiculous.
rehabilitated. He's much more what you call evolved than his constituency. You know, he had television and movies, so he proved that he's got half a brain. He can be all right for himself.
All right, a fan of the juice, and he feels that maybe juice can be
Everybody in
rehabilitated.
this country sucks. They're gonna convict him and crucify him for being a man. Being a man.
You know, this is the first supporter of OJ that
A
we
lot of
talked to.
I saw
Talk to
Maury.
me, I'll convince you.
I saw Maury Povich the other day. 3 people were on there saying they feel the same way. I'm
Is that
telling you.
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a big groundswell for OJ.
OJ paid for those phony implants, those breasts of hers,
Yeah.
and she takes them and flaps them in another man's face.
That was wrong.
Wrong. A Ferrari, and she couldn't hop in a sag.
Well,
She
this is
couldn't
an
hop in the
interesting
sag with him
take.
a few more times. Damn women. You know what she is? I'm gonna say it, and this will
No,
shock you.
don't say no. I'm gonna turn up. No. I'm gonna turn up your
Oh,
microphone.
what was he going to say?
Ah, come on.
She's a vajunt.
No. You hate women. That's your problem.
She's a vajunt.
All right.
I don't know what he's talking
That's French.
Vajunt.
No, you hate all
I got
women.
a word, and I-
You feel bad for anyone who's killed, I'm sure. True?
I do, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even this woman.
Of course. Yes. You're just saying you understand guys snapping.
I understand guys snapping.
All right. That's just what I
I
wanted to
wouldn't
say.
kill nobody.
So you
I
wouldn't
never
kill
had,
it.
well, maybe I killed a couple guys at my bar, but that's because they got in my way. But rods, I don't beat nobody.
All right. Thank you.
So you wouldn't have OJ spend any time in jail?
No, at least give him a pillow.
Give him a pillow. Right.
See
They
that-
won't give him the pillow in jail. You're
That
against
bitch with the gavel she wants to be cruel to him because she thinks that he's he got back trouble.
Okay.
That's what he needs a pillow for.
All right, O.J. wants a pillow. They won't give it to him. The judge won't give it to him.
That's cruel and inhuman.
The sheriff.
They're going to treat him like an animal now.
Right. All right, so you're an O.J. supporter.
That's right.
You understand that he snapped because it's all his money and all this thing, and maybe it caused him to go a little daffy.
They're going to take him down.
And you feel he could be rehabilitated?
I feel he could.
So you do believe he committed the murders. It's not that you think he's been framed.
I don't know what he did. Let him out! Let him out. He's a good ball player. He can go back and entertain us.
So on Friday night, you were rooting for him to get away from the cops.
It's your ass, I will.
Okay, Red.
It's your ass.
Red.
He puts a roof over her head.
Yeah.
He puts food in her mouth. And she closes her legs. Thanks! Thanks! Thanks.
Like that.
Thank you.
That's what it sounds like to
Red.
OJ.
All right, listen, Red is entitled to his opinion. It's America. As horrible as his opinion is.
Oh, who said it was horrible? OJ, I guess, deserves some support. He made Red happy.
Well, Red, I'll tell you one thing. If O.J. does get off, and it looks like he won't, but if he gets off, I'm sure he's going to want to reward you for your support.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope he's listening to this program.
In prison.
This program in prison.
I don't think he has a radio.
She won't give him a radio either. OJ is a normal man with normal feelings. He's got a sex drive and a few bucks. Big deal, he goes off a bit.
Well,
Big deal.
He should never have been arrested.
She was blackmailing him with that booty.
Oh,
Booty. You're an
booty
old timer.
blackmail.
That booty blackmail. That makes every man nuts.
Booty
and
juice.
and you know it, and I know it.
Well, that's true. Thank you, Red.
Hi, we're here at the O.J. Simpson hearings. And look, there's O.J. and his lawyer. O.J., tell us, what do you remember about the day that Nicole was killed? And how old was she when you first saw her?
Well, she was just 17.
How do you feel about people calling you a cold-blooded murderer?
It ain't me. It ain't me.
Well, we have a witness who overheard you while you were outside of Nicole's condo. Sir, what did you hear O.J. say? We have another witness from O.J.'s teenage years. What rumor did you hear about O.J.'s first date when he was in high school? That certainly is a lie. O.J., how did you talk to Nicole the last time you saw her?
You make me want to get up and scream.
Tell us, O.J., what's your favorite record?
Bang, bang, Maxwell Silverhammer made sure that she was dead.
Is it true that the huge-breasted Nicole made you mental?
You really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing.
I heard you're so sad that you've lost your biggest commercial, Hertz. Why are you upset? Hey, there's Al Cowlings. Hey, AC, you were the man who helped O.J. escape. What did O.J. say to you during that police chase?
Maybe you can drive my car.
O.J., it said that you wanted to talk to your mother. Just what did you want to say to her?
Just killed a man.
Now, O.J., you must be confused because your lawyer says you're innocent. Let's talk to an L.A. policeman. Officer, what were you thinking while chasing O.J.?
There's a killer on the road. His brain is swerving like a joke.
I see. O.J., what was the last thing your wife said to you?
I know you're trying to get rid of me.
O.J., tell us, if you get a chance for freedom, what's the first thing that you're going to do?
Think upon and tell myself.
Oh, well, you're always an up guy, O.J. Until next time, ta-ta.
All right, ta-ta to you. That's Dickie Goodman Jr. or something like that. Well, there you go. A lot of O.J. stuff there, Robin. I guess you have more in the news. Where's your... Oh, here's your mic. I didn't have your mic on.
Oh, I'm talking to myself here?
You're like O.J. Demonstrating a point.
Speaking of O.J.'s cell, did you see it yesterday? They had it all over the news. It's a tiny little cot.
I like the stainless steel sink. I thought that was kind of nice.
Stainless steel sink and toilet.
Yeah.
And they're even, you know, they showed you a picture of the cell with the sheet on the bed. OJ's has no sheet.
Right, so he
No
won't hang
sheet.
himself.
Yes.
Why they're on a suicide? No sheet. You know why they're on a suicide watch with this guy is beyond me. I mean, if he was going to commit suicide, he would have done it in the car with a gun. How's he going to kill himself? I'm sitting there looking at this now. How's he going to kill himself?
He couldn't do it the easy way with the
Yeah.
gun in his hand. Now he's going to be weaving sheets together.
He's not doing anything.
All that stuff.
I said, well, he could maybe drown himself in that stainless steel toilet. Do they put water in those toilets?
I don't know.
Or is it one of those like Porto
Oh,
San?
that would be horrible.
Drown himself in the blue water. Someone told me he tried to stab himself with his toenails, but that didn't work.
He's growing them out to make them better weapons.
Although he could always bang his head against that sink
Oh, there you go.
until he knocks himself out.
And did you see the list of the foods they serve?
Yeah.
You know, it's not, OJ had a chef full time at his house.
It's got to be a big, he's got to be saying to himself, what the hell did I do? And the funniest thing is he's going to end up with, of course he's going to end up with life in jail, I think, or...
They haven't said whether they're going for the death penalty or not, but
Yeah.
I doubt it.
But I mean, the guy's got to be sitting there going, what was I doing? I mean, I had all the women I wanted, all the money I wanted, all the fame I wanted, all the free time I wanted to play golf.
One rash move.
And even that cool stuff, like, you know, every once in a while I get a movie. He has a movie coming. He would have had a movie coming out on this Navy
Yeah,
SEALs.
now they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. I know what to do with it. I'd show it.
I think it'd be big. Now they've upped the total of people watching him on Friday night to 95 million.
Everyone says that it would be in poor taste to show the Navy SEALs movie, and I'm like, well, why?
He was acting.
Yeah.
But they do think that he probably learned how to kill his wife while working on that movie.
Maybe movies do lead to violence. Working on them, I mean. Not watching them.
Well, they always say, just because I played a murderer in a film doesn't make me a murderer, does it?
Might. But here's a guy who had all the women he wanted. He had all the money, all the free time. You could say this guy had it easier than Fred, our own Fred Norris from Mars.
Very few people do, but
That's right.
I think OJ did.
OJ had it easier than Fred. Name one other guy who had it easier than
He
Fred.
seemed to like to travel, and he got to travel a lot.
Yeah. Navy SEAL. It's a great role. And that's a great thing, you know, pick up girls. Hey, I'm on the set of a movie. Come on.
Sure,
I mean,
you
the guy
wanna
had it
come watch
made.
me work?
Had it made. And now he's sitting in a little tiny room eating jail food.
And a guard is sitting outside and opens that little door.
Hey, OJ.
Every 15 minutes and just looks at him, doesn't even speak to him.
Goofing on him.
Yeah.
And then he had that judge sitting there judging him. And like,
Wouldn't give him a pillow.
yeah, I'm not going to give O.J. Simpson a pillow.
I will take the pillow under consideration.
Yeah, that was great. I will take the pillow. We ought to take that soundbite and play it. Anytime you're thinking of doing something illegal, just listen to that tape. You know they have motivational tapes? This would be a great inspirational tape. I have to consider giving O.J. the pillow, but I will not consider it at this time.
I'll have to go back into my chambers and think about that one.
Yeah. And she looks like a load of laughs, that judge.
Oh, got a good sense of humor, I bet.
Yeah. What's with that little gray streak in her black hair?
Well, you know, judges oftentimes do everything to make themselves unattractive. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, like Sybil Shepherd.
But judges, in
Yeah.
general, they wear the worst glasses.
Yeah.
They have the worst haircuts.
They do that on purpose. They don't want to seem attractive to the criminals.
I guess. Maybe that's it.
The reason I say Sybil Shepherd, it's really funny. When she was young and beautiful, she used to always downplay her looks, and she wanted everyone to take her seriously, so she would never be beautiful. So I saw her on Entertainment Tonight last night. She's like 47 years old and looking really haggard. And I'm going, she got her wish. She's ugly.
Now she doesn't have to downplay it?
Yeah, now she has to go around trying to look glamorous. It's really weird that way.
Well, you get your wish eventually. Be careful what you wish for. is what
I
they
wish I'd
always
get
say.
good looking.
Maybe that'll happen.
Yeah. And how crazy is it? And this must drive OJ nuts. Because when you take a lady beater and the lady on the bench, it's a woman, is sitting there telling you can't have a pillow. Because you know he'd like to go over and smack her right in the head.
Oh, yeah, he'd like to really rough her up, I'll bet.
Hey, Judge, what's the problem?
I'm talking about a freaking pillow.
It's neat that it's a woman.
I'm sure they thought that out.
Yeah, that's
Who
cool.
should we give OJ?
It's good for the movie.
A black woman.
Red, this has got to be driving you crazy because I know you're an OJ
She
supporter.
won't even give him a pillow.
No.
That's just terrible.
All right.
It pisses me off.
You love
I'd take a
OJ.
pillow and stuff it right down her throat, right up there on the bench. I'd come right over the bar. A typical broad.
Oh,
Thinking
typical
she can
broad.
punish him. A man. He's the man.
Let me understand your point. You think women now, the tides have turned, in other words, the tables have turned, women now control men too much?
Free the juice. Women control men. Everything is different. All in your corporate structure.
Yeah.
It used to be all men.
Right.
And that women knocked him right out of the box. they ought to dig up his ex-wife and let him stab her 50 times more.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Well, I don't think too many people share your opinion.
A woman judge. What the hell's going on in this country? The hell? Will somebody tell me?
Whoever heard of such a thing?
Whoever. I never.
You're an old guy. Red's a good friend of mine. He's the only old friend I have.
I tell you the
You
truth
certainly
about
know
what
how to
I'm
pick 'em.
thinking about.
What?
I tell you the truth, though.
Right.
What I'm thinking.
Well, you do. One thing about you, you're honest. Even though it's not politically correct, you're honest about
It
how you
doesn't
feel.
bother you that you're flying in the face of everyone else.
Frig it.
Now, he feels what Juice did was justifiable based on the fact that he gave her all that money in Ferrari. She should have slept with him and just, you know.
There is
Should have not
never...
rejected him because then he wouldn't have gone off like that.
There's
Yeah,
never
we
any...
all do that. I have a couple beers, I get a little crazy.
Yeah? You beat your wife?
And Judge O.J. Next there'll be female congressmen.
There are.
What?
You didn't know there were people... There are even women in the Senate.
Hey, Red, did you feel bad when the judge says, I am not going to consider OJ's pillow right now? Did that drive you crazy?
It was a slap in his poor black face. A big slap in his face. That was an orthopedic pillow.
Wait a minute.
He
I
might
gotta-
need that. How does she know what he needs and what he don't need?
But
She's a
Rick-
woman. She don't understand a man.
Ugh.
I'd
You
like-
can't even talk to him.
I'd like to smother her with that pillow.
What about the
Take
beatings?
that gavel and smack her in the head.
What about the beatings, Red? It sounds like he beat his wife all the time. You know, that they were ongoing, that the police...
Well, you know what
had been
Red
called
says.
to
I
the
know
house.
you're going to laugh at this.
What?
Red says that...
Maybe she didn't listen.
Oh, stop it.
I know you're going to laugh.
No, Red has said to me off the air that he says...
She should have got used to it by then. You know, it's like a muscle in your face. You can develop it.
Really?
Now, he said to me
Get
that
used to
he...
the smack.
Tell Robin what you really said. You said that you can't prove that OJ beat anybody.
I bet he rested up between the beatings.
All right. You know, don't listen
Let
to
me
Red.
tell you
You
what's in
listen
the
to me.
PPA. I'm sorry.
Let Robin give you the
Yellow red
facts.
bitch, you.
Oh, shut up.
I got a word for you. I
There's
got a
this
word.
What?
columnist in the...
Vajunt.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Quiet down. I'm just trying to have a conversation with you. Andrea Payser, columnist, or Kaiser, whatever it
He
is.
pays her in the beginning and then she turned on him.
She's a columnist in the New York Post.
Oh, another dumb broad.
She said...
I'm going to beat you. So shut up.
She apparently has talked to a bunch of OJ's neighbors
Right.
out there in Brentwood. And it turns out that they all knew.
They all knew nothing.
They all continued to come to OJ's house every 4th of July for a big party. They all
Oh, did
continued
they?
to have
I see.
OJ over to the
All right,
house for
all
the
right.
big party.
Well, then you got a point.
They saw her walking down the street, bruised and battered. What?
Everybody knows everything. I'd like to line up all you broads and kick you right in your fat asses. That's what I'd like to do.
So you're saying they're like Gotti's neighbors. They just kind of
Yeah,
ignored...
they turned a blind eye to it, and they just accepted OJ, and
They
they
had
sort of
respect.
whispered about the beatings, but they never did anything about it. They didn't offer her any support. They went with OJ.
Hypocrites. Hypocrites.
OJ's friend.
His neighbors were hypocrites. They eat his food and they drink his drink, and then they snitch on him.
Hey, let me tell you something. When I was right about the...
Mother fathers, you cocker spaniels, you sons of bitches, you can suck.
Oh, calm down.
Ah, Red hates this story.
Broads, just shut up and stay in your place, and there wouldn't have been all this brouhaha.
What place
This
is that?
fracas,
What place is that?
right in the house,
Now
doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Doing what?
Lying there, taking them and making them happy.
Let me tell you something.
Massage him with a warm towel when he get a head.
Shut up already, will you? I tell you something, Red and Robin.
Let OJ out and put the neighbors in prison.
Now, there you
All
go.
right, there's a solution.
There's a solution for you. Let OJ out of jail and put the neighbors in prison.
They're guilty.
But what I said about
10
the...
feet from a sink.
What?
You shouldn't be 10 feet from a sink.
All right, listen, whatever. Listen, what I'm saying is this. The judge...
I know what you're saying.
I know you know what I'm
I know
saying.
exactly what you're going to say.
I'm saying the judge is exactly what I said he was.
But Red would say that the judge did the right thing.
When the judge let the... when the judge let O.J. out. Was that good?
That was good.
Yeah? The first time when they arrested him? You see, I thought the
Respect
judge...
for the man and his body of work and the talent. Not only was he a great football player, but he was on TV. He was a newscaster. You think that's easy to do that on Sportscaster? You don't know.
No, I don't think that's easy.
He got a great body. It was a family matter, and the man knew. The judge knew.
No.
Was to stay out of their business. That's the worst thing you can do is get between two people when they're having a row.
All right, Red. Listen, let me take a break, Rob. Let me collect my thoughts on the judge.
Yeah, because Red can blow anybody's mind.
I'm going to smack Red in the head there in the commercial. Now, Red, you just calm down over there, all right?
Let somebody else get a word in.
Yeah. I mean, you got an interesting point of view, and I'm willing to let you reflect it, but for God's sakes, let somebody else talk. Right?
I'm tired now. I'm tired from yelling.
So take a break so Red can get another
Broad's
win.
place is in the laundry room.
What?
I said a Broad's place is in the laundry room. The kitchen and sprinting in between.
Sprinting in between the kitchen and the laundry room?
Back and forth. You know what I mean? Just keep busy and you don't have no trouble with your man.
All right. Let's take a break.
Well, there's some advice.
Well, maybe he's right. Maybe things have to go back to a simpler way.
The bastard paid his taxes. He entertained people. And he ain't entitled to a little bitch slapping now and then?
No.
Why not?
It's wrong.
All right, let's take a break.
No,
You're not going to get through to Red. He's an old timer.
It ain't wrong.
All right, let's take a break.
Go back to the old ways.
I want those old ideas to
I want
die.
the old ideology in this country back again.
All right, okay, Red.
Broads do laundry, make food, and hop in bed, bang them, and shut up!
All right, let's take a break.
Red believes in the simple life.
Did you watch the O.J. stuff that Robin's been reporting on here?
The chase?
Yeah.
I believe if I was there on the scene, I would have been on that bridge cheering him.
Really? You love O.J.
On the highway. He's innocent.
Innocent?
He's innocent. I watch animals screw.
That's what you watch on TV?
No, I watch that out the window.
Oh.
I watch that on
I
TV.
live in the woods. Don't you listen to anything?
All I get is animals on TV and insects having sex. That's my channels.
If he escapes from the jail, he can stay at my place.
You'll put him on.
I'll put him in AC, too.
AC.
You know, he's a lucky man to have that AC.
Right. Good friend.
Good friend.
Do you have friends like that?
I wish I did. I only wish I did.
Well, that's what they say a good friend is. A person who would die for you, take a bullet for you, do anything for you.
I can't believe they're talking about letting this guy AC off. I mean, come on.
Let him off.
Be quiet, Red. What is it, Baba Booey?
Do you know how some people capitalize on, other people's tragedies?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is maybe the worst T-shirt I've ever
I'll hold it up. Let me hold it up to the camera. Look at this new T-shirt that just came out. I'll hold this up to the camera. It says, I saw O.J. June 1994 on the freeway, and it's a picture of O.J. driving his car.
I guess that'll be popular.
There should be a gun to O.J.'s head, though.
Yeah, he should be in the back seat with a gun to his head.
I like that. Can you put that in my bag? I'm going to wear that tomorrow on the show. I like it.
I did see on TV yesterday that the sales of his trading cards
Through the roof.
and the prices are going up.
But, I wanted to make this point about the judge in all seriousness. This guy really deserves a spanking. He should be his job should his job should be taken away from him. The judge had O.J.'s wife. He saw her face. She was in the hospital for 2 days. O.J. was brought before the court. If the judge had thrown the book at him and given him a year in jail, because he could have given him a year in jail. If he'd given him 6 months in jail, O.J. would have had time.
And that group counseling, I didn't even realize that you have to sit in a group and admit that you beat your wife.
Yeah, well, all O.J. had to do was call in on a phone.
Yeah, but I'm saying that what the regulations are, the things that the guidelines include the year in jail, group counseling, and a fine.
Yeah, and some community service or something. He didn't even give
the fine
O.J.
was up to $1,000 or something you could give him.
They at least ought to give the judge community service, make him clean the blood off the sidewalk. Now, I'm serious about that. And it's a funny thing. I said on the air as soon as I heard about this case, I said to Robin, this is weird. I said, this guy's got to have a hard-on for celebrities. He probably invited O.J. to his bar mitzvah, his son's bar mitzvah or something. Hey, O.J., I let you off. Could you come to my son's bar mitzvah? Sure, Judge.